that talks about how in the current macro environment with central banks resuming QE, threats of recession and so on, that Bitcoin has a particularly the Bitcoin as a sort of a macro hedge is particularly appealing. That narrative is particularly strong and persuasive at this point. I wonder if I could ask you, I mean, I hope this will be an open panel where you can all speak freely with each other, but I wonder if we could just go along the line and just as a start to say kind of, do you agree with that idea? Is it a persuasive idea, or is that just something that Bitcoin people like to talk about because we always need a narrative or a story in Bitcoin land? Charles, maybe I could start with you.
Yeah, I totally buy into that idea. I think it's a great idea, and 100% investable. So Bitcoin is awesome because your property rights are an operational fact of possessing the private key rather than a jurisdictional artifact of recourse to a legal system that may or may not retrade you at some future date. Okay, so that's kind of point number one. Point number two is that the supply curve is incredibly inelastic. It's basically, firstly, it's 100% deterministic. So everybody knows exactly what the future supply is. And secondly, it's small relative to the total float of existing Bitcoins. So basically, changes in price are a function of changes in demand, when the supply curve is vertical. And then thirdly, right, from a policy perspective, my strong view is that what's going on in the world in most of the Western system is we're pivoting toward, from a policy perspective, a war on inequality, right? The policymaker's been working for capital for too long, and this pendulum is going to swing back to working for labor. And when you get things like, redistribution, more progressive taxation, trade policy, a beefing up of the welfare state, all these things, will ultimately create an inflection in inflation expectations long term. And inelastically supplied bearer assets that are incredibly liquid are just a very, very attractive, allocation option in that world, particularly in the context of place to put your capital. And the market penetration is low, the adoption is low, and so like the convexity in the asset as an allocator is very, very high because the market structure is not yet mature or allocated to.
All right, guys. So as you see the normal market movements in which we're going through, think about what he just said. Think about the fact that how immature the market actually is. And then let's go to a tweet from Charles Hoskinson. Bitcoin prices down. Remember, everyone, after the FUD, news trading, and manipulation clears out, we'll still have a global movement that's going to change the world. We will see 10K BTC again and welcome 100K. Crypto is unstoppable. Crypto is the future. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. James Malpass here, coming at you with another video. Got some pretty good news going on. We have an article from the Daily Hodl, The Ripple Effect. Mercury FX reveals new plans for XRP as Santander brings OnePay FX to the U.S. Let's get into this article. Two of Ripple clients are announcing plans to expand their use of the company's cross-border payments technology. In a new interview with Bloomberg, the executive chairman of Spanish banking giant Santander, Anna Bolton, says that the company is bringing its Ripple-based payments app, OnePay FX, to the U.S. So we have right here, we have her little interview. Jack the Rippler, give him a follow if you haven't done so. Jack the Rippler. You can find him at Ripple XRP, and it has IE at the end of it, not just XRP, XRP-IE. Here is the video.
It's going to be profitable. Does growing in the U.S. eventually mean buying in the U.S.?
Not necessarily, no. I think we can grow organically. As I said, we have not been able to launch a new product for 5 years from the bank. So that tells you how much potential there is. You know, we are launching OnePay FX, which is a blockchain-based retail cross-border payment with Ripple, by the way, a U.S. company. That's coming to the U.S. We're going to do open bank. There's a lot of things that... And we created the North America region, Mexico, U.S., so we're now running a lot of these businesses together. So you'll see good results in the coming years. It's going to be profitable.
It's going to be profitable. think about that as you think about your investment. Think about what's going on out here with the FUD that they're trying to shut down everything they can all the way around. Here's one right here for you. China's central bank Shanghai unit officially announces to crack down on crypto exchanges. Guys, I need you to understand right off the bat that China does not allow crypto to fiat, fiat to crypto trading. They only are legal to do crypto to crypto trading. How they even make that work, I have no clue. I need to dig in further than that. If you have an opinion on how they're making that work, I really would like to hear your opinion in the comments also. But just know that China is the creator of more crypto FUD than anything I've ever seen in my life. Anything I've ever seen. I will put all these articles in if you want to go through and you want to read them. This one's pretty short. Shanghai headquarters of the People's Bank of China, the country's central bank, has officially announced that it will crack down on cryptocurrency exchanges in the city. According to an official announcement Friday, the regulator said it will adopt monitoring measures such as interviews, inspections, and bans on monitoring entities involved in virtual currencies activities to resolve related risk in a timely manner. Cryptocurrency speculation is rising amidst recent promotion of blockchain technology in China, said the central bank, adding that investors should not mix blockchain technology with cryptocurrencies. There are multiple risks in virtual currency issuance, financing, and trading, including false asset risk, business failure risk, investment speculation risk, etc. Investors should enhance their risk prevention awareness and beware of being fooled, being cheated, said the regulator. Guys, I can't say that I disagree 100% because, I mean, if you know me, then you know that I don't trust exchanges. I'm not comfortable with taking my money and setting it into an exchange and just letting it sit there. I'm not. I'm a firm believer in get your money off of the exchanges in your possession. If you don't own the keys, you don't own the crypto. Firm believer in that, guys. Firm believer in that. So here we go. Into the next one. This comes from News Logical. Ripple employee thinks it's impossible for XRP to reach $100 in 2020. I mean, do we have to be the brightest person on the planet to realize that there's no way it's going to reach $100 in 2020? If you feel like that it's going to, you really need to back up, reinvest, reevaluate the situation, and look at what it is that you're invested in and look at what it is they're trying to do. This isn't checkers. This is chess, and this is going to be a long play. This is a long hodl. He goes on to say that in his article. I'm not going to read the entire article because he goes on about the market cap, how market cap needs to be $10 trillion for XRP to have a $100 valuation. But then he also goes into talking about how people should actually be invested in 5 different cryptocurrencies. First off, no, I'm not going to listen to your advice on that. I believe that diversification is good if you can find some strong projects in which you're confident in. There are some projects that I'm confident in, but I'm not diversified into the portfolios. I believe that will come at a later date for me. In the meantime, my eggs are where I want my eggs in my basket. So it goes on to talk about a bunch of different things. If you have $10,000, you ought to put $2,000 in each of the cryptocurrencies. And guys, I'm just going to be real about it. I don't feel like that at the moment we have 5 cryptocurrencies and I'm confident enough to put $2,000 in. So that's just my thoughts, my opinions. Let me hear yours in the comments below. But guys, just wanted to come at you really quick, really short video. Just to come in and say, hey, I appreciate everything that y'all do for me. I appreciate the subs to the channel. Hey, and remember, guys, we're trying to push to see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week. Currently, we're at 832. I don't think it's unrealistic to get another 170 subscribers between now and the end of day Sunday, considering we just started this channel 6 days ago. So everything is moving good. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you backing the channel, guys. And Until the next one.